Well, hey, my wolf pack. This is Mystic with Mystic Shepherd Gaming, and today I'm going to show you how to get the Black Widow achievement, or give you a couple ideas. I won't go through the achievement because I've already gotten it. Stick with me. All right, so I decided to go ahead and use the land grabs. I never play them. It's not like I don't like them. I just chose a couple that I've never played. So I aged him up initially, thinking that would help accomplish what I was going to do, but it didn't. So it doesn't matter really, or maybe it does matter if you age them up for this first thing. I would suggest not using someone in a warm climate. I would start it out in wintertime or something, maybe even start a fresh game and do what I am about to show you. You build a small swimming pool. You have the elder go in, and this is, of course, I forgot to mention, without cheat codes. We are not going to use one single cheat code, so you don't have to ruin like your playthrough if you wanted to just go ahead after watching this and saying, hey, this is pretty easy. Let me go ahead and get that achievement if you haven't already gotten it. So basically, I had him go into the pool, and if this is a warm climate, so that's where I kind of messed up a little bit. It initially does happen, but it takes longer because it's a warmer climate, and Joffrey Landgrab is kind of fit even for a senior. So it took some time, and I am increasing the speed, I believe. You can see they're going through the rest of their morning, working out, chit-chatting. Malcolm's a snob, so of course Nancy's a snob, and they're enjoying their conversation, not even realizing that, Malcolm, or not Malcolm, Joffrey is locked in the pool. So this one to me seems a little cruel, especially because, you see the land grabs all throughout the Sims history, I guess, basically, and you see them. He, in particular, Joffrey is nice. So, you feel bad kind of doing it to him. You could have actually do it the other way around. It can be a male losing five, female wives, or not female, five wives or five significant others, five people that they're married to. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be boy, girl, girl, boy. It could be boy, boy, girl, girl, whatever, so I just misspoke on that one, and I apologize. So we have them bored, whatever, going throughout their business. And I went ahead and left us in here because inevitably he does die. And I just wanted to show you, what I did in this. I did it actually. This is how I achieved my Black Widow achievement but it was with two random people that I created, and it was in Newcrest in the wintertime. I decided that it being freezing out and making them go swimming and blocking them in, and that does happen. It happens so much faster than what it happened here. So, the woman was, both partners were senior citizens, because I didn't want a chance. And I didn't want to use the cheat codes. I wanted to see how well you could accomplish this without cheat codes. Because, of course, any way to, when you're trying to do a playthrough with achievements, you don't want to do cheat codes because then you don't get the achievement, right? So this is fully without cheat codes, and he is about to pass. So again, hopefully some of you aren't sensitive to the fact that it's land grabs. It was just a random decision to use them. And you'll see here shortly he's getting fatigued, and then that's when they drowned. But if it's in freezing, cold weather, they'll freeze and drown so much faster. They'll freeze to death being in the water. So you'll see the Grim Reaper comes, and he does his thing. I believe I have Nancy go over and, release his spirit, and then we destroy the headstone. You don't have to do that. You can actually have all the headstones side by side if you'd like to take, a snapshot showing that, these are the headstones as the achievement is popping up, if you're able to, work that out that way. So she goes down, and of course she's sad. Joffrey's sad, or Malcolm's sad that they lost Joffrey. And the next thing that I do after I have her release his spirit and then destroy the headstone, because I didn't want any mourning, and that's one thing that they'll do is they'll constantly go back out and mourn, with the headstone there. So then what I do is, this I think is probably the fastest, best way, is I'm adding a vampire. Think about it. You add a vampire as the person's husband, and you just keep adding the next husband or wife as a vampire, okay? You see where I'm going with this, right? I chose random things. I didn't even care what the traits were because he was going to burn, basically, in the sunshine. We're in an area where it's like always hot, always, sunshiny most of the time. I shouldn't say all the time. It's mostly sunshiny, but very hot, especially in the summertime. And it is summer in the game. So here I'm showing you the Moodlet Solver. You need 500 reward points. And once it's all said and done, if you wanted to keep playing the person that is mourning, you could then use 500 reward points after the 5 spouses. Don't do it for each spouse. You'll waste reward points, really. And I have them outside. I moved the logic table outside because that's something they do not get up from. Think about it. They will not get up from it regardless of what is going on. Especially when you stay on them. Make sure you stay on them as that happens. I mean, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch what happens to them. You can, watch what else is going on inside the house or the neighborhood. Once they start to pass away, it'll switch over to them and show you they're dying. So you can see he's uncomfortable. Already just sitting there. He's uncomfortable and he's starting to burn. I was surprised at how long it actually took because I've had vampires that came and visited, like in my Get Famous playthrough that I had. Vlad actually came and he burned within like 5 seconds of arrival. So I thought it was pretty crazy that it took as long as it did for this particular character or a spouse and there he goes. He's burning. He's a vampire. He's in the sunshine. He has no traits, so of course he's going to burn in the sunshine. And here comes a Grim Reaper. So this is number 2. And I'm not going to show you spouse after spouse because I've already achieved the achievement or gotten the achievement. I just wanted to show you a few easy ways, I think easy ways to achieve that goal without using cheat codes or without having to do, very much work. Really, this is very easy. You don't have to go unless you want to do a playthrough where you're totally a Black Widow and you go find a rich spouse, whatever you'd want to do for a playthrough, and then just go from spouse to spouse. But if you want to just get the achievement as quickly as possible, you can use one of these 2 ideas. Just make sure if you do the swimming one, it's in a freezing climate when they're locked in, because I didn't do that. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. Please remember to smash that like button, ring the bell to be alerted for future videos and or live streams, which I'll be beginning again at the end of January or sometime in February, and hit that subscribe button. Merry Christmas, have a wonderful day, and a Happy New Year. We will talk to you soon.